everybody, it's Jennifer, and I want to do this quick video for you today to talk to you about how to be happy all the time. Now, for some of you, that may seem like really extreme, like, is it even possible to be happy all the time? And I'm here to tell you that it actually it is possible to be happy all the time. You have complete control over your environment and how you choose to analyze and interpret the things that are happening around you. And if from that space, you have the ability to say, you know what, regardless of the fact that I don't like my job, or my spouse is not treating me the way that I would like them to treat me, or my kids are not listening to me, regardless of all these different things that are going on around me, I have the ability to make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to find joy anyway. And of course, this whole process is easier said than done. But when you actually integrate some practices in your daily routine, you can start to take control of your happiness and of your joy. Now, one of the biggest things that keep people from truly being happy is the fact that they subconsciously don't believe that they deserve to be happy. They don't feel like they deserve the best things in life. A lot of people actually, I had a friend that told me a statistic that I think that I was kind of surprised by, and that was that 90% of people, I don't think this is Americans, I think this is just people in general, suffer from low self-esteem. And when I heard that statistic, I said, wow, I'm surprised that it's actually that low, because most people really don't even realize that they have low self-esteem in some form or fashion. I would my perspective is that it's probably closer to 98% of people suffer from some form of low self-esteem, and a lot of that comes from our environment. You know, the media, society that says, okay, you have to look a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, you have to have a certain type of background, have a certain material possessions, all these different things in order to be worthy. And so we grow up with this program that, you know, we're not really good enough. We're not tall enough, we're not slim enough, we're not, you know, short enough, we're not, you know, thick enough, or whatever it is. There's always some type of external thing that's trying to let us know that in some form or fashion we're not good enough. And what we need to do, or what we can do as spiritual beings, is recognize that we are made perfectly. There is nothing wrong with you in your, you know, regardless of what you look like, what you've done, what you know, anything that has been said about you, you are perfectly and wondrously made. And if you can start to really remember that and allow that to resonate in your spirit, you can start to get the beginning buds of pure joy in your life. Now, one of the practices that I really recommend to do this is to do daily proclamations. And for those of you that are not familiar with what proclamations are, it's basically just you proclaiming the things that you desire to have in your life. You are stating, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I am earning $45,000 per month. I'm driving uh, a new Mercedes coupe. I am living in my dream home. Whatever your desire is for what you are looking to experience in your life, you need to start using proclamations as a way to root your subconscious that this is part of your reality. What a lot of people don't recognize is that the law of attraction is real. And that basically states that whatever type of frequency or whatever your primary vibration is, you are attracting things that are in alignment with your primary vibration. And when I say vibration, I mean if you are just generally you know, negative, you're generally always pessimistic, you're always looking for the bad in a situation or other people, then you're going to experience things in life that can support your worldview. That's just how the universe works. You are drawing those things to you, that which you focus on. And this is something that I learned last year from my spiritual mentor, one of my spiritual mentors. He was basically pointing out the fact that the brain actually processes over 4 billion with a B bits of information into the subconscious per second. So that means that while you may only be aware of about 40,000 bits of information per second consciously, subconsciously, that number goes into the billions. So when you think about that, there is so many things going on right now at once. Uh, but you are choosing to tune into the thing that makes that is on your frequency, that you can relate to, or that you have experience with. You know, if you were a person who was into reading auras or chakras, you may look at me speaking right now and just see, you know, my chakras or my aura. If you are a person that has never heard these type of information and you're just listening to what I'm saying, if you're a person that has heard this type of information before, you are, you know, viewing this information from a certain perspective as well. So that's why it's so important to start to tap into the spirit of happiness and joy and love and peace. When you can tap into those frequencies, you're going to start to experience life from a whole new lens, and things are just going to start lining up for you. And you're not even going to understand why, how, or when. People are going to appear, things are going to happen. It's just how the universe works. So, proclamations are a very, very important aspect of that. Another way that you can go about getting happy is to start listening or paying attention to what you are listening to or what you're watching. A lot of us watch so many negative things or listen to so many negative things throughout our day, and we can't figure out why we're so depressed or we're so pessimistic or we're so upset. We turn on the TV and we're watching, you know, the news, we're watching all these people get killed, we're watching, you know, we turn on CSI, we turn on you know, all these different shows with all this, you know, murder, mayhem, Real Housewives. You're watching people argue all the time. They're fighting, all these different things, and you can't understand why your subconscious is just so pessimistic and you have such an energy of fear or, you know, negativity. A lot of it has to do with what you are allowing to come into your gates. And your gates are your eyes, your ears, and what you say. So take responsibility for those things and make sure that you focus on things that are edifying and good and happy and joyful and that serve your spirit. So what I say is turn off the TV more often than not. I actually went a couple years back. I went, I think almost 2 years without a TV, without watching TV. And that was on purpose because I just didn't want that energy to seep into my spirit. And that's something to think about. If you do choose to watch TV, pay attention to what you're watching. Is this something that is, you know, a bunch of people cursing and fighting and arguing? All of those things seep into your vibration, and that becomes your point of attraction. So keep that in mind. So that's what I wanted to share with you today about how to be happy. You can learn a lot more by visiting my blog at jenniferdcarroll.com. Go ahead and click the link below this video. Leave your comments. And until next time, remember to dream big, to love bigger. God bless, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.